What if your head coach believes limits are strategy, not weakness, not fear? Strategy, not weakness, not fear. Strategy. When Kevin Stefanski said you can't be good at everything, it sounded reasonable on the surface. Balanced teams win games, smart teams pick their battles. But in the NFL, that kind of mindset can quietly cap your ceiling. And the moment that line hit the airwaves, fans started wondering, is Cleveland building a contender or building excuses? Because here's the thing about that philosophy. It works until it doesn't. Stefanski has always leaned into efficiency. Control the clock, limit mistakes. Don't beat yourself. It's safe. It's structured. It keeps you competitive. But it doesn't always intimidate anybody. The Browns under that system felt steady, not scary, solid, not dominant. And in a division loaded with aggressive quarterbacks and explosive offenses, playing it safe can start to look like playing not to lose. That was the undercurrent nobody wanted to admit. And once fans smelled it, they couldn't unsmell it. Now imagine dropping Shedeur Sanders into that environment, a quarterback raised under Deion Sanders. A player who grew up hearing that second place is failure. That confidence isn't optional, it's oxygen. Shedeur doesn't play like someone trying to survive the game. He plays like someone trying to own it. At Jackson State, at Colorado. Prime didn't raise a game manager. He raised a spotlight magnet. And whether you love that or hate it, you can't deny it changes the temperature of a franchise instantly. That's where the clash would have started. Because when your coach believes in minimizing damage and your quarterback believes in maximizing impact, something's gotta give. Shedeur's entire brand is built on taking the big shot, extending plays, talking back to doubters, turning pressure into performance. Stefanski's system, it leans toward calculated restraint. That's not a knock, and it's a philosophy, but philosophies matter. Especially when you're building around a young quarterback with a national spotlight already attached to his name. And Cleveland has been stuck in an identity crisis for years. Are they rebuilding? Are they contending? Are they protecting themselves from embarrassment? Or are they actually ready to swing big? Reports have suggested internal debates about direction. Fans have openly questioned whether the organization plays too cautiously. The AFC North isn't forgiving. You've got quarterbacks attacking downfield and defenses hunting blood. Standing still in that division is the fastest way to fall behind. So the energy had to shift. Enter a more aggressive offensive mindset, a system that pushes the ball vertically, one that trusts the quarterback to take control instead of keeping him on a leash. That kind of philosophy doesn't just change play calling, it changes identity. Suddenly the message isn't protect the game, it's take the game. And for a quarterback like Shedeur, that's oxygen, that's empowerment, that's the green light. But aggression comes with a price. The moment you open up the offense, the expectations explode. You're not allowed to be cautious anymore. You're expected to score, to respond, to dominate. And in Cleveland, patience isn't exactly abundant. This fan base has lived through enough quarterback experiments to last a lifetime. If Shedeur walked into that locker room, the spotlight wouldn't slowly build. It would already be blinding. Here's the twist, though. The defense is already elite. Top in pass defense, top 8 in sacks. That unit doesn't need rebuilding. It needs a finisher. With continuity intact, the Browns aren't asking for a savior. They're asking for a spark. A quarterback who can capitalize on short fields. A leader who doesn't flinch in prime time. The infrastructure is there. That's what makes this so intriguing. This isn't a desperate franchise hoping for miracles. This is a team that might be one bold personality away from tipping the balance, and that's where it gets dangerous. Because when you combine an aggressive offense, a suffocating defense, and a quarterback who's never been afraid of the spotlight, you don't get average, you get volatility. It could turn into the perfect breakout storm. The kind of season where everything clicks and Cleveland suddenly looks fearless. Or it could combust fast if egos, expectations, and growing pains collide. Fans already debate whether Shedeur's confidence is swagger or arrogance. Analysts question how his college dominance translates to NFL speed. Rumors suggest some executives worry about media distractions. But here's what nobody can deny. He changes the temperature. The moment he steps in, the conversation shifts from, can Cleveland stay competitive, to can Cleveland take over? And that's the difference between settling